So this next video, we're going to be checking on the adductors. It's a very, very simple test. We're going to brace under the ankle and we're going to pull the client's leg out and we're going to see if we can achieve a 45-degree angle. If we're unable to do that, then that indicates tightness in the adductor. And if you can do that, then you need to move on. So keeping it nice and supported, it's going to hold under that ankle. We're going to come along, again, pulling that leg out, and we get to about here. So not too bad. I can still feel a point of bind in there. There's probably a little bit of work. We wouldn't do too much on this particular adductor here. But however, for the sake of demonstration, this is all the test is. So we're keeping that ankle nice and supported, bracing on the hip here, and we're just bringing out to see if we can achieve that 45. Now, how we work with trying to address adductor tightness, we're going to bend the legs up. We're going to bring the feet together, right? And what that may involve is actually being up on the bed that they're on or the table that they're on, and you keep the feet clamped. Because most people are quite tight in the adductors, only a gentle pressure on the inside of the knees. We don't want to push too hard too soon because you'll end up tearing a muscle here. So you've got to be very conservative on what you do. So what I suggest is just allowing the weight of your hands to be the resistance here to stretch through the adductor. Does that feel all right?
Yep.
So we always check in. Now what we're going to do, so keeping ourselves braced, Andy's going to try and bring his knees up into my hands like he's trying to close his knees together. All I'm doing here is just leaning my weight forward slightly. I'm not putting too much pressure on him. Does that feel all right?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. So I'm just using my body position here. You can see that I'm keeping my back nice and straight to try and reduce any strain for myself. And my arms are nice and locked. So I'm not actually putting any pressure on him at all. I'm just basically being a resistive wall here where he can't close those knees up. And now relax. And that's the point of where you see I just drop my weight back and I'm able to take the pressure straight off the adductors there, and I'm not pushing too hard on him at all. Again, we're making sure that my knees here are keeping the feet nice and clamped so they don't move. As you're going through with this and people improve, you can close the feet off together and bring them closer to the backside of the person there to put a bit more angle and pressure as we go through. But this is something that you start doing when they get further along. So now I'm going to get Andy again to activate. You see that I shift my weight just slightly forward just to make it, at that point he has a form of resistance here going against the adductors. Always check in with the client and make sure that they're doing all right. Is everything feeling okay?
Yep. Yep.
Make sure that they're breathing. A lot of people tend to hold their breath when they're contracting. You want them to make sure that they're breathing. This will help the muscles to relax. And relax. And again, you can see as I say relax, I shift my weight backwards so I'm not putting pressure straight on the inside there. Because the tightness through that adductor, it doesn't take much effort and pressure from someone to be able to cause a tear to come through.